We are back after a brief power surge, but we're back on PG&E power right now, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, very good. I have a couple quick questions. Do we need to update anything as far as our cost with the lawsuit? Okay.
No, we have provided preliminary information, but once these cases start getting in the settlement realm, then we'll provide updated information.
Okay, and the Titan, if I remember correctly, we bought that from San Jose?
No, no, we bought that from
It's like a truck.
Fire Trucks Unlimited.
Okay. And what do we think we can get for that?
We don't know.
Okay.
Fire Trucks Unlimited. I just want to go there now.
Yeah. Okay, very good. We need to approve this, so I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. A resolution number 1919, a resolution authorizing the expenditure of funds for our truck cleanout services.
Second.
A first by Director Leffel, second by Director Gagliani. So let's go with a roll call, please.
Aye. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's go to contract with Kaufman Associates.
So just to do some level setting and background again. So in conjunction with the fiscal 26 budget, there was discussions about the desire to have a new economic impact study done for the economic benefit of what the airport provides to the community here at large. The report that we have was last done in 2014. In that report, and it was done by ASU in conjunction with Kaufman. And then that report found the economic benefit at $302 million. So we went out and did an RFQ for firms that would be qualified to provide such a study. And we received 3 responses. We received a response from Kaufman in association with ASU. And the ASU advisory role is actually Dr. McFeeters, who was the person who did the report in 2014. So he's continuing on kind of in consulting with Kaufman. And we got reports from Beacon and Unison as well. Unison, as you'll probably recall, is doing the economic, or they're our airport consultant, and they're doing what's called the ROAC, which we're going to use in conjunction with our plan of finance. So we staff evaluated all 3 of the qualifications. I actually talked to a couple of the references that were provided, certainly on Kaufman, and they were all very favorable. I think our collective conclusion was that Kaufman's experience was the most California airport specific, and they had recently done ones for both Salinas and Watsonville. And the district has a long history with the airport consulting element of Kaufman. Kaufman does a lot of things, but this is specifically their airport consulting firm. So we selected Kaufman after determining they were very qualified to do this. They responded to our request to provide a pricing proposal, which they did, and came back with a proposal of $62,920.
Approximately.
Approximately. It's a GMAX contract, so it won't be $1 more or $1 less. And in the budget, we had kind of done an overall kind of estimate of 100,000. So this is definitely less than what we had have in our current budget. They are ready, willing, and able to get going. I think the process is going to take a couple months probably because they have to do all the research. They have to do some interviewing of the various entities on the airport to determine some of the economics of their work. So with that, I would invite you to have any questions, but it is staff's recommendation that we engage Kaufman to do this project for the airport.
Very,
And the only thing I would add is that we know some of the other costs were over 100,000. So we feel that this is a reasonable cost for the work that we need to do. And it's really the right size for the study that we need for our airport.
and they've done it before for
And
us.
it's not-
So,
Correct.
very good. And with our power surge, we lost all members of the public now. So no public comment. We'll go down here to Dino. Do you have anything to
No,
ask?
no questions.
John?
I've correct, I mean, didn't we, in one of our strategic kind of planning, wonder if there was improvements that could be made in the in-plan method? You know, when we looked at this, we said it was old am I remembering that correctly? That we,
We're saying the data was old. I mean,
Okay.
so in the last one, which was done with the master plan, they did have a range and they did have the opportunity that if employment grew to X,
yeah,
then your economic impact would be Y,
yeah,
which we've done, but it's calculated in 2014 dollars.
yeah, okay.
So that's, I think, what you might be remembering. So this will recalibrate everything in current dollar.
And using that same form, it was the M plan. I just remembered, and I apologize if I'm not remembering correctly. I just remembered there was a challenge or there was a question of whether or not it was an accurate kind of assessment of what we were like. Were we missing metrics that we could be filling that are not in the impacts?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
but-
Okay. Yeah. For matters on this or for purposes here, this is fine. This is great. I totally think it's, but I was just kind of wondering.
There was some discussion
I-
that was broader
Yeah. Right.
than the
like,
economic impact study.
That's what
I
I
can't remember the details.
Yeah.
about it.
We still need to do this because
Yeah.
this is the base.
Yep.
And maybe there's something on top of that.
Well, you know, CAC does, like California Airports Council does one for all airports, and we're included in that. So there
Yeah.
are other economic and impact analyses that are being done for the broader community of
Yeah.
aviation in California.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't mean to derail this. This is because we need to do this because if for no other reason to bring us up current from the 2014 assessment, but yeah. Okay.
Okay. Mary Ann?
So a couple things. I know they have not finished the one they're doing for the small airports. And I think it was 4 of them, Marina, Hollister, Watsonville, and Salinas.
So when I talked to one of the references at one of the airports, he mentioned that there is another kind of group report that's being done right now. And I think it's for those 4 reports, and I think it's being updated.
Yeah, it's not done though. But what I would ask is just that we see if we can get their information. I already asked them for it and they're not done with it. But I think our report will be better if also the little feeder airports that we have that fly in and out of here are somehow mentioned in there. That's number one. And number two is just the Joby Archer Whisk connection, that since these people are not here, they do not realize that right now we appear to be the center of the universe on that. And we're trying hard to hold on to that and not lose it as an economic driver. So it would be important to me that they really take a look at that and see what the value is to us and to the region, because it's all in it together. It's a package together. So just,
And they will talk with our FBOs who are, as you know, regularly in contact and looking at how that dynamic eVTOLs will potentially work into our structure. So that will definitely be something that will come out when they're talking with our.
Okay, I
FAA.
just, since I'm thick in the middle of it, I want to make sure that we have this into it. Because, I mean, we could end up being really pivotal in how all of this works for the whole nation. And particularly as they're ramping up for the LA Olympics, because that's something that I'll be on a 2 o'clock call on this afternoon. So
Nice.
I think we just have to, be aware of it. And like I said, when you have people from out of the area, they don't know. And if somebody doesn't mention it to them, they're like, they'll miss it. And then I'll be complaining about the report.
Noted, thank you.
Thank you.
That's passed on.
And I have no questions. So how long do you think this will take to complete? Do we know?
Say 60 days,
Okay.
90 days.
Yeah, I guess I did have a question. Okay.
Uh,
Very good. We need to approve this, so
Chair, I'll
motion.
move that we approve the contract with Kaufman and Associates to complete an airport economic impact study and report.
Okay,
Second,
got a first by Dino, second by Mary Ann. Roll call, please.
Aye.
Yes.
yes,
Yes. Okay, and last, contract amendment, number 3 with C&S Engineering. Who's going to help us with this?
Be doing it. So you have in front of you just an amendment request, and it's based on what we know now as we have gotten through the ramp construction for the project. We had CNS contracted with SWCA, who are our biologists, and based on the work and the infrastructure and the needs of that project, we need a contract amendment for $192,000 to continue that mitigation components that are required under both our NEPA and our CEQA. It is covered under our grant dollars that we have available to us. And it really is just to continue the monitoring that needs to be done. So there were mitigation plants that had to be mitigated for, replanted, mostly manzanita and some Yadons, Piperia are the two big ones that we often see here at the airport, as well as pine flower, but those were the two big impacts that we continue to mitigate for. So this will be that continuation of and working through our requirements. So ask that you consider this contract amendment now that we have, we know what the impacts were completely. It was not fictional in the EIR, but it was based on the data we had then, and this is based on actual data that occurred during construction.
Okay, no members of the public, so let's go to this end. Director Leffel, any questions?
I did not have any questions.
Okay. Director Gagliani?
No.
Director Pick?
None.
And I have none either. So who wants to make this motion?
I'll move that we approve contract amendment number 3 with CNS Engineering to provide support services for the Safety Enhancement Program Taxiway A Relocation Phase B2 Commercial Apron Construction.
Second.
Okay, we have a first by Director Leffel, second by Director Pick. And can we have a roll call, please?
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's,
May I point something out?
please.
I saw that all of these have interim executive director on them. So when you bring them for signing, they need to be changed.
In a very good way.
Yeah.
Not that it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, particularly since it's retroactive.
Okay. And do we want to take a quick break or?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back in 9:30. How's that? Okay, we're just a couple seconds away from 9:30 and we are back in open session. We have nothing to report from that break. Let's go to board reports and acceptance of department reports. First off, does anybody have any questions about the staff reports that we got?
No.
Mm-mm.
I had a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
On the comment log, the person who asked if somebody could call them, did somebody follow up?
Yes, I did follow up with this individual, left a voicemail, wasn't able to get in contact with him. And we discussed that in our community air service
Yeah,
meeting.
So,
okay.
And I had a question about the coyote because I saw it was like a couple of days. Do we have a program where we discourage that from ever happening again?
So I will say, on coyotes, we do have a contract or a service rather from USDA where they come out and trap. So as the sightings increase, then we contact USDA. And I think that that's something that's on Mark Curtis's radar. So we do have a program in place for
Okay.
coyotes.
I saw it twice and I went, It's not good, but they're everywhere. I mean,
Yes.
they are everywhere this year.
Mhm.
So, okay, that was my, oh, and I did have one more. The elevator, I saw that last month there was elevator alarm and then there was elevator alarm. Do we need to do something with our elevators?
So I'd have to reread these are in the police comments, yes, calls for service. Most of those calls for service, when they arrive, there's no issue. So not sure what the cause is, but we do have a servicing program. Our elevators are checked quarterly. So I don't think that there is an issue
It's sometimes people hit the button
accidentally.
accidentally, you know, if they're with their luggage and they're just kind of, and then they get there and there's nothing. So
Okay, well, I noticed I saw it last month. I think there were 3 and then 1 this month, so.
or
Okay.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything to report from finance?
No, we did not have a meeting because Mr. Amadi is on vacation.
Okay. Air service, anything you want to add, Jonathan? I mean, John?
No, we did a dry run, I think, of my presentation, and I'd like to make that to the board sometime in next year,
Okay.
early next year.
And we are going to have a break in the Dallas service. When will that be?
Currently.
Okay.
So 2 weeks right now that it is not in play, and then it's back next week, the 17th through January 5th. And then it takes a hiatus. I think it's January 5th through 6th through back again on February 12th, which is the Thursday of the Pro-Am week. So,
Yeah.
and then when it comes back, it's an Embraer 175, so a smaller aircraft until May. And then in May, it goes back to the 737.
And I heard the other day that one of the higher ups with American is even playing in the golf tournament.
That is correct.
You won't be flying in on America, I guess.
Well, he'll be flying through Phoenix.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay. Very good. And also look for we try to do it annually, having our rep come in for air service development. I think that's going to be a very interesting report when that comes. And
Yeah.
you know when that's going to be?
Probably, again, probably February,
February.
because January is going to be
Packed.
a lot of items. It's going to be
Mhm.
packed with the financial stuff for the terminal. So
Dino, anything you want to report out on lease?
Thank you, Chair. Just the lease committee met yesterday and we were briefed on a status of contract negotiation with Forza.
Forza,
Thank you, Motors. And that'll be coming to, that will not be coming, actually. That will be approved by the executive director. And it's a good lease. Am I right or wrong on that?
Yeah, that's good.
is a 5-year. Mark,
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take better notes next time.
Yeah, so the executive director's authority covers leases that are 5 years or less.
Correct. Thank you. It was good discussion about that. And that's a solid lease that gets us back aligned with market rent in a couple of years' time. And then we discussed the Fenton and Keller properties and status of several negotiations for the use of that property.
Yeah, the front building, what staff's been able to do there is pretty remarkable. You have like its own little trade complex with most of the contractors and subs that are doing the projects here in the airport. They have one building that they'll all be working out of. So that's kind of nice. And then our maintenance department will finally have a home with a bathroom that they can use. They'll have the back building that Granite had be vacating pretty soon. Has Granite already vacated
Yeah,
that
we're
building?
out in August.
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay. Okay. Any modifications we got to do to it before we take it over?
Nothing major, just some general cleanup.
Okay.
Internet has been installed.
Thank you. So ad hoc, local jurisdictions, Leffel and anything. Okay. Personnel Committee, it's nice to end a committee and we are ending personnel. Now, does that require a vote by us or anything?
Mm-mm.
It just goes away?
Take it off the report.
Take it off the report. Sometimes there's usually an ending report, anything like that we have to do, or just the proof is in the pudding that we hired somebody?
That's correct. Yeah, the purpose when the committee was stood up was for the executive director recruitment. That's now over. So the purpose of the ad hoc committee has ended.
Okay,
So yeah, no need to take formal action.
okay, so take that one off future agendas. Okay, let's move on to local agency formation, Director Leffel.
We had a very brief meeting this month, and it was mainly to discuss the pending retirement of the executive director of LAFCO. So there is a personnel committee that is appointed, and it is Supervisor Askew, who is the current chair, myself as chair pro tem, and Mayor Oglesby out of Seaside. So we have representation from the three funding sources, mayors, county, and districts on the personnel committee. And our first meeting is January 8th. Our hope is that we will all be in agreement on January 8th and can move forward, advertise the position, and have someone start hopefully by the 1st of May, and give them a month overlap with our executive director and allow that for that, and then she'll be able to enjoy her retirement. So that's the hope.
Very good. In our cost staying the same or?
No, it went up 3% this year. The staff recommended a 7 or 8% increase, and the budget committee determined that that was a little rich, and so we held it at 3%.
Okay. Very good. Regional Taxi Authority, anything to report?
No meeting. Thank you, Chair.
TAMSI, we had a pretty long meeting that discussed a lot of things. First off, the Highway 68 corridor, they hope to have the adaptive signaling IA controls in place by the end of this month. And it will take them a couple months to get everything coordinated and going. They're supposed to make some sort of an assessment by April. The board did tentatively approve by earmarking $22 million to put to acquire the land right away and to do the initial planning for Corral de Tierra, San Benancho, and What was the third one? Oh, Los Relis grade. Roundabouts there, and they're going with a modified roundabout that will have 2 lanes, so we'll go from 1 lane to 2 lanes in the roundabout. We still have members of the public that don't want to see that happen. But I think we're headed towards a hybrid system. Caltrans still likes roundabouts. They say, for every green light, you have at least 1 or 2 red lights. So it doesn't really increase traffic flow that much. Let's see, that's about everything that pertains to us. Okay. Special District Association.
No meeting this month.
Okay, and AMBAG?
I did not attend. I did not attend.
Okay. Okay. So I think that without any questions, I think that brings us to closed session at this time. Okay. Yep. Well, thank you, everybody. Okay, it is 10:17. We are back in open session. We have nothing to report from closed session.
Carl, your microphone is off.
Oh, sorry. It is 10:17 and we are back in open session. We have nothing to report from closed session. So pending request for future agenda items.
I would like us to look at our mission statement,
Okay.
and then we need to look at the new mandatory training for the governance manual.
When you say look at the mission statement, what do you have in mind?
I would like us to review it as a board and see if it should be cleaned up a little bit.
Okay. Somebody want to agree to that? Or,
Oh, I'll second that. Yeah,
Okay.
that was-
So it sounds good. If staff can put a placeholder in there so we can take care of that when we got some time to discuss it.
Ironically, if you were an elected official before January 1, you have 2 years to complete it. If you're an elected official beginning after January 1, 2026, you only have 6 months. Best practices would say, let's get it done in 6 months, and we'll work towards that.
But we have 2 years.
All of us
Yeah.
do, yeah, right.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, very good. Any other future agenda items anybody would like to consider?
Just my presentation, but we can take that up next year.
Yeah, talk with the incoming chair and work on that. And okay, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, under our rules, you just say we're adjourned.
Well, I kind of like to say if you're in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay.
Got any opposing, thank you, I oppose.
Okay, yeah.
You want to keep it going.
We're adjourned as of 10:19.